It's Friday. It's been a busy week. We're getting wrapped up on things. Uh, I would love to say that it's been more productive of a week. It's been productive. Every week is really productive. A lot of distractions. There was a big birthday this week. There also is Halloween's up and coming, and we're coordinating with some local organizations, nonprofits, helping them out with to do a to set up their haunted house, to techify their haunted house. So when you're the guys that do tech, of course everyone leans on you to do tech. Hey Tanya, do you mind me doing me a favor? Would you be willing to boost to raise the camera, Tanya? No, Tanya. Tanya, I'll do it myself. Whew. Shock. Let's see how that goes. Go down a smidge here. A little better, I guess. So here's the thing. We have not released the affiliate program. I'm very happy with the progress. It functionally is killing it. We've switched it. What's up, Red Rebel? We've switched over and we now have it in like dark mode. We wanted more continuity when you're transitioning from the Anubit site over to hey Justin, from the Anubit site over to the ZPS portal, so that it looks, even though we effectively have two entities, and the service provider for things is 0 Point Solutions. We wanted more continuity, so it does show as more continuous. Functionality wise, I'm gonna tell you right now, it is phenomenal. The share links are still being enhanced with some content behind them, but it is one click sharing. Your code, for anyone that clicks through your code, like let's say, here's an example. You go into the affiliate section, you're like, I'm gonna share it out on Facebook to everyone. I'm put it on my feed. And they see the thumbnail, they see the message, they're like, oh, I'll check it out. It's shared by, Sally shared this. Let me see what Sally's saying I should take a look at. And you click through, they're automatically, anyone that clicks through that gets linked to Sally. So Sally, beyond sharing it out, they don't need to enter any referral number. They don't need to do anything. It knows that that's Sally's link that they click through. So we've got sections for Twitter. We've got Facebook, Instagram. We've got links that they can embed in videos for YouTube and TikTok, for virtually all the platforms. And we're introducing, kind of what's delaying, text messaging. So if you want to, hey, let me send this. You enter, oh, my buddy James. You enter James' phone number and you hit send, and it texts him a link. Here you go. Check it out. Sign up here. This way, you don't have to worry about hey, be sure and enter my referral code right, because I want to get credit, right? I don't want any of that noise. As long as someone clicks through your link, when they sign up, it remembers that session, and they basically, it'll remember, and as long as they sign up, they're going to be married to that person through the affiliate and a referral system. So it is working clean. It's functional. It is phenomenal. I did have all of us worked on it, a massive bug list to go over, because even though it's simple, there was quite a few things that needed to be improved since you guys last saw it. If you haven't seen that video, that happened a couple weeks ago. maybe a week and a half, where we went over an early version of it. It is polished, refined, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So, sorry, I'm getting blown up on my phone. Of course I am. So, yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on. And we've had some exciting things. We've had good marketing meetings. Some of the stuff I can't talk about yet. Website traffic is through the roof. You're going to notice on our site. Let me bring it up. Bear with me here. Bear with me here. Some new additions to our site. So obviously we still have the buy now button. Let me see. Let me move myself real quick. I'm gonna go. Wait, wrong thing. Capture device. There we go. I'm going over here. And we now have this on our site. This actually is phenomenal. It helps us. First off, it tells us when we get traffic, right, which is really nice. It allows us to engage directly with people with questions, and that's working. And the purpose of this is, well, it does really good analytics for us of where our traffic's coming from. It checks the IP and runs it through city and state, the whole 9 yards. It doesn't give us their name inherently, but it really is nice for that. The second thing that it does is if people have questions, concerns, they're asking us right here. We're able to answer people's questions. So our goal with this, and we have one on when they go to ZPS, boom, another one right there, is so that we can convert more people to holders. What we found is website traffic has gone up through the roof, and our conversion rate was lower than we want. We want to convert more people to holders. Obviously, some of that's our messaging. So if you're privy, if you're on, or I should say in, hold on a second here. Oh, that's fine. If you're in Telegram, you're going to see that, oh, Rob said he's been recording things in the studio. What's he recording? Well, I'm doing a series of onboarding videos, and they're being cut right now. I have to re-record some stuff because apparently I need to look at the camera more, and I tend to look up the screen, and so it's like I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to something else. Anyway, I'm not good at this, so I'm just doing the best I can. But long story short is the intro videos are so that we can convert more people. So once that happens, hopefully people get, like, if new to crypto, click here basically. And that way we get a chance to take people that are either just looking at Anubit for the first time, or they are just looking at crypto in general. They've never made, a lot of people that are coming on board have never bought crypto before. So they need a little more education, a little more hand holding, and they deserve it, because if you remember when you first got into crypto or learning about crypto, I'm sure you didn't know very much either. So anyway, so that's all kind of happening on the back end with the site. We've introduced that. The affiliate program, we're nearly ready to go. I think they're pretty much done with the bug fixes, and now we just need to go back and retest. We're not reinventing the wheel. It's nothing like, we have all the pieces. It's just about them being clean and intuitive more than functional at this point. So a lot of those bug fixes are like things that were worded wrong or confusing, or it needs to be over here and not here. Getting rid of a couple save features and having an auto save, stuff like that, to give you kind of broad strokes. What's been going on in crypto? If you look at the crypto, let's go to, let's go. I've been telling you guys things, and some people listen, some people don't. If you've been listening, I'll get back to that, is we're in a bear market. We're still in a bear market. I know that Bitcoin's above 20, and I think BNB's up to almost 300. It's still a bear market, people. This is still lows. Everything's low. It's going to go way, way, way up. What's the best indication I have for that? How do I know I'm not talking nonsense? Is, well, I said that big mainstream is getting into crypto. They're doing it right now on the down low, right? So they're not sneaking in. They're making announcements. But what we saw for the last couple years is the establishment fight against, to push back, to depress, and to kind of like I think the establishment doesn't want to end up like Sears trying to push back against online, right? What happened to Sears? They pushed back, they fought, they finally caved, but they caved too late. And by the time they embraced online and that way of doing business versus big box stores, Amazon already had such a huge and massive market. Sears' days were numbered. Well, the establishment in traditional finance and banking and wealth transfer, the establishment has been pushing back for years. And I think they've got some smart people. They definitely have some smart people that know where the money is. They've realized that crypto has critical mass. Crypto's not going anywhere. And more so, they're realizing this thing that we're fighting against, if we're part of it, we can help grow it right. Or right according to what they see. We can help be part of the growth, and it can be a tool that helps us make more money. That's what the establishment's doing now. So you're seeing basically, this, I said this before, the next bull run that happens is going to make all previous crypto price explosions. Bitcoin goes to this and this and this. It's going to make all that noise that's happened up till now look trivial, because all that time, the big boys weren't even, they were fighting against it. Now, what are they doing? On the down low, they're all developing, hiring, building the infrastructure while the market's quiet in a bear market, so that they ride the next wave up with it. They're going to be behind it. So think of it like this. Crypto had huge gains, even though the winds were blowing against it, it still sailed. With all these people and all this money, energy, and big institutions getting behind crypto, it's going to be like the winter at the sails. And crypto's never experienced that. Even the bull markets it had were very organic in nature, but they were against the tide. The tide is turned. The big boys. Here's Visa. Trademark application suggests more involvement in crypto space. The market bump you're seeing right now. This is just, honestly, I call this the Elon bump. There you go. It's the Elon bump, because Elon, he announced that Twitter was going to basically integrate crypto with the platform now that now that he owns it privately. And one of the investors, one of the largest exchange in the whole entire world for crypto is called Binance. You've heard me talk about Binance. Binance is now a part owner in Twitter. So Binance already owns CoinMarketCap to sign them on right now. And CoinMarketCap, in order for its application, it already has an algorithm that if you don't, as a crypto company, when you go to recently added, if these guys aren't on Twitter and don't have enough followers, bots are people, right? It does an automatic check to see how many followers you have. And if you don't have enough followers, you're automatically denied enrollment on it. So Binance is already like using Twitter. They have an algorithm that auto searches Twitter followers built in as a requisite for whether you get approved to be listed on CoinMarketCap, which they own. So now it's all very, I guess you could say it's a little incestual. but I just got a side eye look about that statement. But that's happening. So within crypto, they're starting to diversify and get their hands in other industries that help control messaging. Because what we found is there's several platforms that don't allow anything in crypto. Even when I'm streaming, one of the places I'm streaming right now is Twitch, and even Twitch has started purging our videos after 1 week. It's like I'm not shilling right now. I'm not like, only buy Anubit or this that. Some of this is just crypto education. Of course, some of it's about what we're doing, but I don't think anyone would say, oh, he's just on there shilling his coin. We do a lot of time just for general industry, but they delete our videos after 1 week nevertheless. I'm happy we get the week on there, but um I think we are going to be streaming to more platforms coming up soon. But yeah, so traditional, you got Visa, blockchain, Binance pairing up with Elon, Dogecoin surging. I think Doge went up by like 30%. Let me go to Doge. Doge right there. 45% gains on Doge. 45%. Hey Tanya, you might be able to sell your Doge for a profit. No, I don't think so. We're laughing because Tanya's like back in the day she had like, what'd she have, like $50 worth? Yeah, she had like $50 worth. And then she sold and moved some of it, and then she got in a place where she had like $20 worth, but the gas fees on Ethereum are so stupid. So it would cost her $30 to cash out $20 worth of coin. So she's in the hole for $10. That's why no, we're not on Dogecoin is primarily on Ethereum. Well, here's the BNB smart contract. What's up? So I got a message there. I don't know, you guys can't see that. But yeah, Dogecoin right there. Yeah, everybody's talking smack. So, really, Bobbert. So, when it comes to crypto news, I'm sticking by it, and you guys should too. When people ask you, because okay, let's go to the naysayers. Um, I wouldn't say a huge stake, not a huge stake in Twitter, but I mean, to the tune of like half a billion or something. I mean, $500 million. What's half a billion to these guys? But that's, to me, $500 million is still $500 million. That's still a bit of money. I mean, he bought it for 44, so they have like what, a 1%, give or take. That's pretty good. Crypto.com trading volume sinks 1 year after the Brave. Yeah, so you'll get your nanny poo poo stuff that talks about how terrible crypto is, and yeah, I mean, Matt Damon, his influence didn't do anything for the crypto industry because I mean, it's kind of unfortunate for him. If he had come in earlier in the year before the surge, he would have looked like a genius. But he came in as it started going down. So that's just timing. That's negotiation and timing and airing. They could have delayed. Timing's everything. So I don't think like, I don't, and his Walmart pants, pockets going through the wash. Yeah. My wallet. Actually, I got these off of Amazon. I really like them. Uh, Zuckerberg's 100 billion. Yeah, crypto. Silicon Valley is nah. I heard that Florida's really nice for crypto. Ether soars and crypto winner hits Google ad empire. Um, I don't know. I haven't even seen this. What is this? And they got that. It's supposedly this guy is not crypto friendly. I don't know. Or maybe he is. I don't know. I have 6 pairs, all in horrible colors. You know, all right. So I'm gonna say this about Amazon pants is I'm my size 38, 34, right, is a little hard to find in certain stores. So you go to stores and you're like, man, I can't even find them in my size. And so I go to on Amazon and I look and I find I'm like, boom, they're right there in my size. I find the color, boom, and they arrive in like, you know, a day or 2 days, and they fit freaking perfect. I'm like, I had a good experience. Maybe if you've had bad ones, you're like, screw that, I'm never doing that again. But free returns if they didn't, you know, they didn't even like, I could pay afterwards if I want. It's kind of like, I mean, they've done everything to try to make it. And I'll tell you what, when I buy pants or jeans, I'm only doing that. Screw looking around racks trying to find my size, digging through and I find ones I'm like, oh, these are perfect, and they just don't have my size. Nah, none of that noise. I'm done with it. Hold on, I'm gonna move myself. Oh, damn it, I did it again. All right, I'm moving over, moving on up. All right, I'm over there now. Let me click on the Yeti. I'm using a Yeti mic in case. So I don't know, this article I'm reading at the same time you guys are. Ether soars and crypto winter hits Google's ad empire. CNBC Crypto World features the latest news and daily. I can't even read this. This is horrible on the screen. What's the point? Digital currency market provides viewers a look at what the had. You know, the thing that I saw that kind of intrigued me, which makes me think it's all hype and there's no substance, is when they said that it was this right here. Binance saying that they're going to help with using blockchain chain technology to fight bots. And when you read, where are your cheaters? Interview Bobbert needs to look distinguished. Yeah, no, I will. Actually, yesterday I was dressed up nice. Actually, last 2 days I was, and today is kind of like casual Friday. Um, so when you read this article, it looks like, oh, they've got cool technology. Blockchain is gonna find bots. And then as you go down in the article and like start reading, you're like, oh, it's they don't have any freaking clue how they're going to do it. They're just putting it out there because I think Binance, because they have some sort of stake in Twitter, can use the Twitter's name, and they wanted to find any way to be associated other than we're an investor in Twitter, right? They wanted some way to sound like they're collaborating. Binance is creating an internal team to focus on ways that blockchain and crypto could be helpful to Twitter and actively brainstorm plans and strategies that could help Elon Musk. You realize they're at the they're not at the a team is together solving it. They're at the we're gonna put a team together. We don't know who the team is. We don't know when we'll have it put together, and we don't know what solution they'll come up with. And it's like it's all hype. I'm like, that's for example, how can we build on-chain solutions? I love the idea that they're wanting to come up with real-world ways that blockchain or Web3 can help solve bot issues. And if there is a solution to bots, I mean, hey, listen, do KYC on all accounts. Ta-da! You don't need bots. You just need you want to make an account on social media, no anonymity. You have to do a you have to scan some government issued ID, and that ID isn't allowed more than one account. Bingo, bot problem essentially solved. So I don't think the blockchain's needed. You already have the tools. You just don't want to do that. Which I mean, I guess I get it because for them, they're thinking if they ask people to jump through hoops on just their platform, which has a big bot problem. If they ask people to jump through those hoops, they're afraid their users won't do it and be like, I'm going to find a different platform that doesn't require that. So that's where you need an even playing field. You used no buzzwords, so it's a horrible idea. You gotta have buzzwords like give me an appropriate buzzword. You know what? Speaking of buzzwords, I've been recording these intro videos, and I'll tell you what, um I'm a little dismayed because I was told I need to re-record a bunch. Because I was like, oh, I hit a home run. I'm hoping I do it better like the third or fourth time, because I have this tendency when I'm talking, I look at myself and I should be looking dead in the camera, and it's really, I don't know if that's something that other people have a hard time with. If you guys do any, I don't know if you guys are gamers or things like that, if you look in the camera when you're talking, but I find it really hard. Synergistic blockchain interfacing. Yeah, they should have had an acronym, huh? Our team is going to enhance the synergistic blockchain interfacing technology that is used to detect bots and to route them out on social media networks. It meshes all the strength of Web 3.0 and upgrades it to Web 2.0. Yeah. The reality is, I guess that's the thing, is why Web 2.0, all of social media, why isn't, what's up, Rose? One of our close friends who does some video work for us is in-house right now, and he's one of my favorite people. His name is Walter, but he goes by the Black Rose, because it's cool. He did decentralized radio. Hey, decentralized radio, I like that. Yeah, he did pirate radio, and he actually went up against hey, was it the FCC? Rose. All right, go get him real quick. I'm gonna bring him in here. Here, let me go here. I'll move my chair over. Rose. He's in overalls. You're in overalls. They're giving me heck over what I'm wearing.
Okay, what are we going to talk about?
Talk about
cryptocurrency. And mine.
I want to talk crypto.
Okay, what do you want to talk?
Wait, what do you know about crypto?
That would make it beautiful. that I don't know, and I'm curious about it, and the people that I talk to, like myself, don't understand, but many of them are interested in it.
So what's the big thing holding them back? If you had to
because of tangibility,
they can't touch it.
Yeah, they're used to. Wait, a silver certificate you can't touch. You can touch it, but it means nothing anyway. It's just.
But if they have a certificate, they feel better about it.
Yes.
Huh. So and, I mean, that's an interesting thing. It is. You look in your phone or your computer, you see how much you have, but you don't have any tangible representation.
Exactly. And then too, since they feel that the mainstream mouthpieces, the mainstream system has always been leery, and they believe that it's kind of not un-American, but it's kind of questionable because
the banking outside system, of the traditional.
Yes, and so they.
Wait, do they like outside the traditional?
Many of them are adventuresome like myself, and they're curious, but they're just not sure, because I don't think that many of the crypto people have actively gone after that particular
sector of the market. Nobody's trying to bring them over.
Right.
We got to figure out a way to reach them.
It's mostly techie.
You got to help us.
I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that I think if they could see it in the mainstream, on mainstream television, or the mainstream.
So you think with the next bull market, when all the big boys are embracing,
then
they'll get off the fence.
Many of them will run in.
Okay.
But we know that bunch is really not trustable.
So I asked a question, you didn't hear me earlier. So who did you go up with pirate radio early on? Who did you go up against? Was it FCC?
Well, I wasn't necessarily going up against the FTC. It was just that
Who was coming after you? You guys want to say it out loud?
the Federal Communications Commission,
Oh,
the FTC, because I refused.
hey, well, we're up against the SEC. It's another three-letter acronym, the Securities Exchange Commission. But it looks like, according to the legislation that we get a sneak peek at, which is upcoming in 2023, it looks like if there's this red wave that's supposedly happening with the Republicans taking over everything, then supposedly that means that they're going to see this legislation, which we've got to peek at, which puts us squarely under the CFTC, which the CFTC is much more crypto friendly. So let me.
Well, Republican, Democrat, they're all in bed together when it comes to the money. And so the Republicans are only going to go so far, and the Democrats are only going to go so far because many of them have big investments. They've got monies tied up in the system, which is controlled by the World Monetary Fund.
Are you suggesting that R&D is like two lanes leading to the same slaughterhouse?
Well, it's like love and hate walking the same road in the same direction.
Holy cow.
Oh man, hey. You see, cryptocurrency is so far out there in the minds of people like myself, we can't even fathom anything that hasn't been endorsed by the World Monetary Fund.
So the establishment has to give it its stamp of approval in order for you to think that it's real.
And we know they're not going to do that until they figure out a way they can monopolize it and control it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I think that's what's happening.
But there are many.
We're looking at the news, right? And let me go back. This is all. Look, Visa trademark application suggests more involvement in crypto space. So that's a big boy coming in.
Yes.
Visa's worldwide. Island for crypto elite. They're building their own crypto island. Really? How do I get a spot in the crypto island? Rose, we got to figure out how to get on that crypto island.
Rose more in the frame.
Oh, Rose, you're not even framed. Hold on. I'm gonna fix you real quick. Ooh, there we go. Hey, you're looking good.
Oh, you want to put me on the spot?
What's your secret? How do you look that young?
Anyway, you want to put me on the spot.
The
The bottom line is when they can figure out a way that they can monopolize crypto, then it's going to be all of us will want to join in, but in the meantime...
Is it the technology underneath it?
I think it's the technology underneath that many people like myself, we don't understand that technology, so...
You're more techie than most of your...
Yeah, well, that's questionable. But anyway...
He is. He's way more techie. Although sometimes if he's in there, he'll accidentally hit the record button. We're like, why do we have 3 hours of video that recorded?
I heard about crypto 20 years ago.
Shut up.
Yes.
It was only invented 12.
No, I heard about the concept. I heard about a concept coming into the marketplace or competing with
money.
Yeah, with money. The theory has been around a long time. It's just that the people that came up with it were probably considered, I wouldn't say outlaws or
when you're
bad
doing
people.
something, yeah, you're
No, they were going against the mainstream.
you're disruptive.
Yeah, they were considered to be very disruptive.
Not everybody comes in
But-
late like Matt Damon saying fortune favors the brave.
But think about, I look at it this way in a sense that the people that are making crypto work, research and development, and as soon as it pans out, it's going to be, the floodgates going to be open for the corporate world, the banking system, and everybody to jump on the gravy train.
Binance needs clarity on crypto sanctions. We're not doing any business with Russia. We blocked them. I don't want any trouble. In case the man's listening, we have blocked Russia. We don't allow their traffic. I'll tell you what. You know what surprised me? We went over this morning a report with the IT on hack attempts.
Okay.
Do you know how many hack attempts we get from Russia? Ooh,
I would be.
it's active. It is really
Isn't that
active.
kind of a standard way of doing business nowadays around the
Right?
world?
Right?
Hacking is just part of it. I mean,
See, look at this. That's the Elon bump. 100 billion. He sent it up. 100 billion just because of his involvement. There's a bunch of things. It looks like they
wait,
dropped off.
go back down. Go back down. What right there? Crypto news.
Yeah, the Aptos are driving.
Okay.
Cowboy hats, boots. Really? This is what we're seeing. Crypto from Balance. These are all quick. Ooh, I think that's a good idea. Tanya Rose going through. If you can go through our GAN, our buy now button, and not be confused, then I think we've killed it. I think we've nailed it.
Definitely.
Here's what I know that you guys probably don't is the crypto credit cards from or debit cards where you can spend crypto and you check your crypto into them. That whole program we could have done too, where you basically check your crypto into them. You can issue a card with your branding on it. They did it cookie cutter, so everybody and anybody can get on board with. You can have your spend your Anubit card, but it still flows through traditional. Like they still take their cut. They're taking a huge chunk out of every transaction, and they still get the. So that's why they've embraced it. Visa and everyone else. They're like, oh, we get to charge our huge fees. The way we're building it is true, like they're bypassed, so the transaction actually happens 100% within the blockchain and crypto without involving them.
And how are you going to be able to do that really when it comes to purchasing?
Being that I'm doxxed, I'm going to have to hide under a rock and hope that they don't find me, end up JFK style. So
I've had people ask me every now and then, "Oh, Rose, what do you think of cryptocurrency?" And I said, "Well, I don't think anything." I said, "Why?" And
do they know you're associated with us?
I'm not sure.
That you rub shoulders with such a heathenistic company?
Yes, but anyway, the thing I keep hearing from the people that, like myself, is how do we keep from being ripped off by the shyster?
Oh,
And I said, look, any industry in this world
yeah.
that's new or that's been around, they have to contend with the crooks and shysters.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to protect yourself and the people who.
That was our problem with crypto. It was filled with a lot. I mean, some good companies that are doing good business. Bog Finance, by the way, if you guys seen, the Bog team took about a month to get to it because they've had people out sick and traveling, this and that. I guess they have a small team like us. But they finally, if you notice that sell warning that used to be at the top, there used to be the previous contract had the unverified contract and sell warnings, things like that. We finally got whitelisted. Bog Finance it finally showed up for us and whitelisted everything, so there shouldn't be any sell warnings. It should be good to go. With that said, I think they've had some server issues. Some of their transaction history isn't showing up on transactions on the blockchain. So they're definitely having some issues. I don't know if they have money issues or something, but their team, the guys over there are wonderful. Their admins are wonderful. If you ever end up over in their social media on Telegram or things like that, I love those guys. They're great. So I'll only say good things about them. And Bog Finance, I don't know much about their token. I haven't looked at their tokenomics, but the team behind it I really like.
All of this sounds good, but people like myself, a poor country boy, with
overalls,
with a limited income, I mean, if I spend $500 or $600, $700, $800, that's a risky situation for me.
That's a lot of money on your end.
So people like myself out there who would possibly be interested in getting into it, what would you have to say to people like myself?
If you're going to get into anything,
Okay.
you want to buy low. You want to get in early. A lot of people, all right, what turns a bear market into a bull market?
bull market.
Thank you, Tanya. What turns a bear market into a bull market? And it's when there's a transition of people selling and interest in selling to a transition of people to buying. If you're the first on as that transition happens, if you're late on that,
risky.
if you're late on that,
Then
the prices are up. If you're early on that transition, when things switch, if you're part of that early movement, you get a chance to buy when prices are at their lowest and ride the wave all the way up. So I would suggest the best time to buy crypto is at some point during the bear market.
During the bear market.
During the bear market. At the best time to buy crypto is, I don't know what point, because but at some point during the bear market at the bottom, and when it hits bull, you're riding the wave up.
Well,
Al Roker, or no, not Al Roker. That's Al, the guy on the fence. Is that Al, the guy on the other side of the fence? Is that who we're thinking? Or is it the guy that did the show with him that did Family Feud for a minute? Which one's Al? Do you remember Al from Home Improvement?
no, I don't.
We're pulling it up. You can't just say that with thinking I'm not
I
going to.
don't-
Hold
I
on.
can't recall having ever known Al.
We're going to pull up Al right now.
All right.
I don't think so. I mean, really?
I think I've seen that guy before. I've seen that guy before, yes. I've seen him before. What's his name?
I don't know. I don't know. That's who you guys think I look like?
Oh,
Really?
please.
Really?
Well,
I mean, not I admit.
maybe.
Now his is much fuller. I think I get mine trim right there. I just
Maybe if you change your hairline a little bit,
Yeah, he has
and
more
grow your
hair.
a little bit longer, and put on that
wow.
Pendleton
wow.
jacket, you
See-
just might shirt.
Look at
you might
his
look.
reply. Rob could. First off, you don't hammer screws, Tanya. She said you couldn't hammer in a screw.
I've been asked by people. I've been asked by people. They say, "Is it anything like the stock market?" And I said, "Well, the lesson I got from my dad years ago when I asked him, Dad, what is the stock market?" And he looked up from shelling his nuts, little peanuts and things, and he said, "Gambling, son." Never forget that.
Ooh, gambling. There is, yeah, risk versus reward.
He said, if you don't have enough money that you can stand to lose some, then stay out of it. Because it's about people who's got extra money and who understand what's going on in the game. So I said, are you saying insider trading, Dad? He just looked at me. Every morning he'd read the Wall Street Journal.
Apparently, if you're a politician, there's no such thing
And
as.
exactly.
You
what he
guys explain
said.
that to me. How does someone that is in charge of bills, right? That if they're passed or failed are up to them, and yet they invest on the contingencies of those pass or fails and make money off of that. How is that not insider trading? When you have a direct involvement in the whether that lives or dies, how is that not insider trading?
It is. There's a click. There's a click there.
What do you
and-
think should happen to people that do that?
Well, I thought we had certain rules and standards, rules and regulations that said that these people were either bordering on or possibly committing a criminal type activity. So I'm not going to speak on it, but if they're committing a criminal activity, then maybe there should be some kind of
Punitive,
punitive,
financial, or
maybe both.
But
I'm not saying, I'm not opinionating. I'm just saying possibly.
Well, I'm asking for your opinion.
Well,
So you think they should go to jail? They should go around.
Don't
and then when
force
they get
me to
there,
say
they don't
yes.
get $200. They
Don't
go
force
directly.
me to say yes. Don't force me to say yes.
I think they should. I think anyone that abuses. I hear that a certain medical professional who was in charge of the nation's health during the pandemic, I heard that their personal wealth just boomed and bloomed
We're not here to-
during the pandemic, and I'm like,
We're not here
when you're in charge of policy to how can, if you're not
We're not here to
impartial-
persecute or defame that guy, that certain individual.
I didn't name that.
I said that certain individual, although
You know-
when I first saw
you know who I
him,
wanted to
he
talk-
looked shady. He looked shady to me. Now, see, I'm kind of, but the more I listened to him, I said, oh, maybe this gentleman might have been involved in some collusion and
I mean, I
something.
have nothing
I don't know.
against Italians. Are legal as Italian.
Well,
God
I'm
bless
not
them. I
gonna-
love them.
I'm
I don't
not
like
gonna-
their cars. I think they're trash. But the
Let's get back on track. Let's get back to
hey,
cryptocurrency.
you know what? Let's talk about. There was an artist that said.
Are you talking about Dr. But
No.
Okay, let's move
I
on.
was talking. There was an artist named Yaya. That was their real name, right? There, who has said some things against presidents and black people, white people, controversial stuff, and none of that. But they talked about lizard people recently, and I'll tell you what, Yaya went away.
Well, I mean, you guys got on me about the flat Earth. I don't know how long. So
What you guys don't
who
know
am I? Who am I to throw?
is for about a
Who
week.
am I to throw stones? And I live in a glass house, right?
Rose is in the other room and he's on a break talking about like he's talking about he's all, if you guys watch some of this flat earth stuff, it's pretty darn convincing. And then I'm like, Rose, you gotta stop watching that flat earth stuff. It's gonna get you. And he's like, I don't know. It's pretty compelling. Oh look, they didn't say the name, but they said
Nobody here said that. Nobody here. And nobody here. Anybody that's watching, none of us here.
we want to get canceled.
Even if it possibly wasn't guilty, maybe it's questionable.
I love the flag. I love the flag. That's great.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
Now let's get back to
the little
cryptocurrency.
details. So to
What
reach,
can I buy
hold
with
on.
cryptocurrency?
That's where we're moving. You know what? That hits a nail on the head. That's where we're headed. Is real world application where it's not just something you buy and sell, but it's something that has a purpose that can be used to acquire the things you want. Because nobody really wants dollars in their account. I don't want dollars in my account. What I want is when I go to buy a car, a house, a sandwich, a pair of jeans off Amazon, I want them to send that and say that I've given them something that they want and have accepted so that they'll send me my stuff. Everyone wants the ability to get the stuff and trade this magical something, if it's money, for stuff they want. I don't really care about money. I care about the if I go to put gas in my car, that they don't say declined, that I can buy gas.
Here's a question that a person like myself, a plain, simple country boy,
No, you're
ain't no
selling
country
that
guy.
up.
How would
Sometimes he's wearing the Walter Dunn collection, and I'll tell you what.
if I were to perform a task for you and you paid me in
Anubit.
Anubit,
Mm-hmm.
what am I going to do when the tax man come knocking? And the tax man eventually is going to come knocking.
That's why right now there's so many things. They're talking about potentially taxing you on the growth.
On the growth, okay.
Even if you haven't cashed out the fiat, there's some places that want to tax you on the growth. So you haven't even sold your coin to generate money, but they want to pay the growth in coin, or pay it in fiat that you don't even have because you haven't even sold it.
Okay, if they demand fiat,
Depending
how
on where
can
you
I-
live.
If they demand fiat, who's going to exchange my
Some states,
cryptocurrency for fiat? Who's going to do that?
exchanges. There's
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
They're already that's already set up. I know you haven't done that yet.
But the exchanges then must be in bed with the banking system.
To a degree. Even we have to use when we're converting fiat into our crypto, we have to use traditional banking systems. There's a precedence Now for staking not being taxable as long as it stays staked. See, staking, that's like
If
Rose was around when actual coins were first being made.
that was a long time ago, but anyway,
That was the shots fired.
the bottom line, if I'm trying to get around a system that I feel for years have been monetarily oppressive,
A lot of question marks then.
then why do I have to jump in bed with them ultimately so they can tax me, and I've been trying to get away from it? That's the problem.
Yeah, I think that was one of the ideas behind crypto is the distrust in traditional systems. Wanted to stay off the grid, right? A lot of people
Well,
wanted to keep their wealth off the grid. They don't want anyone like a bank account. People, government just free access dip into it. The idea is a crypto wallet isn't so dippable, where they got to stay out of it. Where whether even if they could get into it, a lot of times crypto wallets are completely anonymous, where you don't really even know who owns that wallet. So they wouldn't know which one to even dip into.
You brought up something that I've heard in 10 words or less, so we don't have to elaborate and stay on the long. In simple terms, what is a crypto wallet?
Crypto wallet is like it's like the wallet in your back pocket,
Okay.
which is like a bank account, but stuff can flow into it.
Okay.
Right, crypto can flow in and flow out of it if it's authorized, and only you can decide whether money goes in or out. So it's like a portable bank account that is secured just to you. It's a safety deposit box for all your crypto. And some of them are centralized where they have full access to it.
Okay.
Those are the exchanges. And some of them are decentralized, like there's MetaMask and Trust Wallet, where there's no kind of central governing entity. They exist and it's like your own personal thing you set up where no one can shut it down. So there's MetaMask, there's Trust Wallet, and then there's something called cold wallets, which that's like, for crypto terms, that's like taking your crypto and burying it in your mattress. So you can have your crypto under your mattress, just like you have $100.
Okay, I've got my crypto wallet, right? How do I keep the digital thieves out of my crypto wallet? Because they will find a way in.
Well, first off, don't use a bridge. Now, a bridge is in crypto, just like if you picture land masses, you got to take boats or planes to go between them.
Yeah.
Crypto has different economies, different blockchains that are like continents, and so they use bridges, really long bridges, right, to that people travel there to take their crypto from one continent to another. Bridges have been a huge point of vulnerability. A lot of people get ambushed by pirates when they're crossing the bridge.
While it's in transit.
Well, it's in transit.
The ones and zeros while they're in transit moving.
So bridges
somebody slide in and
bridges have been a huge vulnerability point. There's some blockchains that have some of the places don't have, the countries are more secure than the others, and their borders get penetrated and they get ransacked and pillaged. And then sometimes they're just kind of careless with their stuff. They leave their password out. Sometimes their phones get, if phones get hacked or computers get hacked, people get access to their passwords, and people get into their accounts. We were helping retrieve just last week someone's crypto that, and with our system, with Anubit, we can actually retrieve the stolen coin and we can recover it for people.
a percentage or the actual full amount?
Full amount. Oh yeah,
Oh, you're that good, huh? Well, anyway.
I mean, what can I say?
Well,
Actually, I'm not that good. Omar is.
see, this was not supposed to happen because I've asked him and several other people to kind of explain it to me.
We haven't explained much to you, have we?
And they haven't said that much to me. But I think I can kind of fill in between, kind of understand what they're talking about. And there's a lot of people like myself out there who...
We're trying to reach, the reality is we're trying to reach you. And so...
The masses.
We're trying to reach those that are sitting on the sidelines looking at this debacle of crypto. And you know what I think they're thinking? They think it's a fad. They think this is a temporary thing.
I think it's bad.
No, it's not. It's not. Well, I think they're starting to realize it. And once this, my fear is it's going to be too late for them. They're going to realize that it's here to stay when when all the big boys that they thought were against crypto are now part of
Are
crypto.
part of it.
They're gonna be like,
That's the thought I've had.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, I'm not going to mention the name of big banking families, conglomerates, but we know that
are you talking like Rockefeller?
I'm not talking about anybody.
Rothschild?
Oh, I didn't say the Rothschilds, but whoever controls the banking industry worldwide, you better believe they right now are working.
What's the saying? If you can't beat them, join them.
Or you take it from them.
Oh yeah, they'll do both. They'll do both.
They'll do both.
They're like, oh, that little exchange over there, Binance, we'll just own that. The biggest one, no problem, we'll own that, no big deal. I mean, the whole market cap for crypto right now is only like $1 trillion.
Oh wow,
That's
only
it.
only
It's only $1 trillion.
only $1 trillion. Okay,
It's
that's
just $1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
Let's be real. It's only $1 trillion. Slabs roof of car, you can fit so many Anubits in this bad boy. So what you're saying though, if right at the beginning you said if it's tangible or you have something, a certificate, anything that you can hold in your hand, that's
Something
real
can
to you.
touch and feel and
How about in your phone you have an app that says you have so much something that doesn't do it?
no, because these
There's
phones,
a challenge. That's a challenge.
these
right?
phones operate on a.
Well, you get a new phone every 2 weeks.
Don't put my business in the street. But anyway, I mean, don't put my business on the air. Pardon me. But yes, I've been known to change.
Yeah, you
phones,
lose
brother.
a phone. So, and then that's where the text needed because getting your old info into your new phone is a hard thing.
Oh yes.
It's like programming the VCR.
You know, I never
That's
learned
a
that.
that's
I
an
never-
old expression.
Wait a minute. He said, "What about the microwave?"
What?
My grandson comes there.
Hit number 2 and you let it do its thing. I got the microwave. I don't know how it works. Actually, I have a pretty good idea now, but I don't need to know how it works. It's very simple. You hit buttons and it does what you say.
Well, these phones are hard for me. I need a flip phone. I'm going back to a flip phone. But anyway.
Honestly, I could talk with Rose for hours. Yeah, we could talk to Rose.
Well, it's been fun, but like you said, I've got to run. I've got other things to do. You know, being a plain simple farm boy.
So is this your Halloween costume? Are you as a scarecrow?
Anyway, folks, this is why I don't like. I'm leaving.
Love you, Rose.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right, guys. It was nice to bring Rose on. He does video work for us. He's here maybe 3-4 days a week. We love him, adore him, and he's usually working behind the cameras. I'm really happy to pull him in. So here's the thing: we are close with the affiliate program. Monday is Halloween. Omar, I think he's going as Arrow this year. You know, everybody has their things that they're passionate about. I'm gonna tell you, my boy Omar is he loves Halloween. And he is going full out. We're doing a lot of charity work right now with help set up lighting and haunted experience for the kids, and he lives for that. So he dresses as Sybil Plain Flatter. Hey, Rose. Hey. If he doesn't dress as a snake, oh, that would be so good. A snake tamer. Rose, I heard the flat earth message is really resonating all around the world. All right, I've got to go, guys. 4:30. Thank you guys for joining us.
Costume contest on Monday.
Halloween. I'm told Monday. Wait, I don't have details right now, but I'm told that Halloween costume contest. Are they going to upload to Telegram? Or is that for us? And
For us, we're all gonna dress up.
Monday we're all wearing costumes.
But if they
I already know my costume. If you guys have costumes, please, from this year, not years past. I know you probably have some funny ones. Let's see them on Telegram. I want to see them in the community. We're all going to be acting amok on Monday, so probably we'll do affiliate Tuesday or Wednesday then, because Monday's Halloween. Everyone will probably leave early. Omar's going to be doing more stuff next door for the haunted. it's not a haunted house. It's like a haunted hallway almost.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's scary as hell. I saw one of the thing's eyes move at me. I swear to God, I was like, and then I poked the eye. I'm like, this isn't even a moving eye, but it looked at me. I swear it. But Black Rose Flat Earther is trending now. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend. And keep an eye out for Monday. Are we gonna stream TikTok here?
We're gonna stream.
We're gonna stream on Monday. So I hope everyone has a safe and fun weekend. I hope a lot of candy. Well, candy's not gonna be eaten until Monday then. Well, I
Well,
mean, if you're a parent like me, just go ahead and buy a big old bag of candy and just pretend like it's for the kids.